I've been on my way up, now it's really far down.
Good morning everyone, I hope you are all well. So I wanted to make this video because I feel like today so many people feel stressed and anxious, and me myself, I was in a really bad place in life about 5 years ago, and I decided to completely change my habits and my mindset, and today I am so much more happy than I have ever been before. So in this video, I just want to share with you my routines and my habits to live a much more positive life, and I hope you will enjoy it.
What if I told you that nothing was real? Another locked up chapter, another vacancy.
As soon as I wake up, I like to feed my body with something nutritious. I am not a huge breakfast person. I prefer waiting until lunchtime, but I like having something small and light that I can just drink. And also, this is not a sponsored video, I just truly enjoy this, so I want to show you how I do my matcha/superfood latte. I just mix about 1 teaspoon of this superfood powder with some warm almond milk and agave syrup. And let me tell you that this is so delicious. I am literally so grateful that we have this amazing forest right outside our home. I never thought we would move to a beautiful place like this, and that I can go out just to meditate and walk every day, anytime. I feel like we were meant to live here when we have a fairy tale forest with calm music right outside our home.
나무인데 그중에 무슨 나무일까? 오, 너무 똑똑하다. 배나무로 만들어진 거예요.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa! I can't believe I got that on camera. Oh my god. I'm actually heading to another park right now because there's another one that I really love, and I really want to go there to do some meditation, relaxation, and just embrace the fall before it gets too cold. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so I came to this little cute house. I don't know what they are called, but they are everywhere in pretty much every park. And I bought apple pie because I still haven't had any breakfast, so apple pie it is. And so I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna do some meditation and stretching. It's so peaceful here right now. I think I'm gonna take this off while I'm eating. So good. Ew. I just have to tell you, the weirdest man on the bus on my way here. I was seriously terrified. He was going on the bus same place as me, and he was so weird from the beginning. He started to argue with the bus driver because he didn't want to wear the mask, and he was refusing to wear the mask all the time, and they were like arguing, and in the end he put the mask on, but he kept taking it on and off, and he was just weird. And he was like sitting next to me pretty much, and all of a sudden I see that he's like looking in his backpack for something, and he's taking up a fucking kitchen knife and just like taking it up and like start looking at it like this on the bus next to me. I was freaking terrified. Like, what the hell? What normal person, first of all, brings a knife in his backpack and taking it out on the bus? I freaked out so much, but luckily I was going off exactly at that point. I mean, that is not normal anywhere. Seriously. I'm still very curious why he did that. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do now is meditate, do some stretching since I'm here alone, and just fill myself up with positive energy. If you want to listen to some really good guided meditations, I highly recommend this guy, Doughty? I don't know how to say it, but he's really good. And I had a period when I was in Barcelona and I listened to his guided meditation for success every day, and it was actually amazing. I could see something good happening to me every day in the right direction to my goal, and I honestly think his meditations really change your mindset. So if you want to have a really good tip on guided meditations, please check out his videos. This is something I think is so unique for Korea, that in some parks they actually have like a library that is open for anyone to just sit down and read. Look, they even have The Secret. How amazing! Wow. It's obviously in Korean, but anyway. How amazing. This is really like a feel-good park. I'm very tempted to read this book just because of its looking, but we all know I cannot read Korean. I can read, but I don't understand. Another very funny thing about this park is that you can measure how skinny you are. I mean, what? I don't think I can make it through the last one, but if you have butt or if you have boobs, you're screwed. Hey! Oh! Jaså? Mm. Mm. Oh. Oh, hey. I just want to talk about another thing that has really helped me with staying positive. I just want to begin with saying that maybe 5 years ago, when I was living in Sweden, I was in a slump. Like, I was feeling so bad, depressed, anxious, negative all the time. It was because of a lot of things, but of course mainly because of everything is because of your own mindset. And I decided to break my habits, my bad habits, and move to Barcelona and start a completely new life with new habits, new mindset and everything. And honestly, my life in Barcelona was amazing. I have never been happier than when I lived in Barcelona. So my goal is to always keep it like that, and I'm always trying to improve myself and my thinking habits. And one thing that has certainly helped a lot is 5 years ago when I moved to Spain, I completely stopped watching the news. I didn't go into any like news website or anything. I completely stopped, and also I unfollow every person that somehow spread negativity on their Instagram or Facebook, because I am very protective of my own energy. And some people may say that, oh, you live in a princess world, you're trying to not see what is happening. I mean, if that is how you want to see it, then okay, fine, but I don't see it that way. I just think that if you don't look at all the news and all the social media all the time, I mean, you're gonna feel so much better. Can you imagine, like 15 years ago, for example, there was no Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, but still things happen in the world, and that is just how it is. We cannot have good things in life and good moments in life if we never go through any kind of struggle. That is just how it is. The life cannot be like perfect all the time for everyone and everywhere in the world. So even back then, things happen, but were you worried about that 15 years ago? No, because you were never exposed to those kind of media. If you didn't watch the news in the evening on the TV, you didn't know, and that's it. It's all about, I think you have to limit yourself how much you actually see, because for one person it's way too much to care about everything that is happening in the world, in every country in the world. That is just too much. I mean, it's good to care, but there has to be a limit. So focus on some things maybe that is very important to you, and try to make that thing better, and see how can you support or whatever it is. But if you're gonna be that person that reacts to every single bad news that is happening in the world, and you have to repost everything on your social media, what good is coming out of that? I'm just asking. That is why I never post anything negative on my story. If there is some bad news going on, I would never repost that, because I know if I repost those things on my social media, that is going to cause more stress and anxiety to people, and we don't need more of that kind of energy. We have to know that when we are positive and happy, we spread that energy to other people as well. And if you spread that kind of negativity on your Instagram or Facebook, whatever, all the people that are watching it are gonna feel the same. And feeling negative is a really like low energy level, and we don't want that. We don't need that. Nothing good is coming out of that. So before you're trying to help someone else, and hey, excuse me, I feel like before you care about everyone else and everything that's happening in the world, you have to work on yourself. Because when you are feeling happy and fulfilled and positive, that is when you're gonna change other people's life as well. But you have to work on yourself. That's why I feel like it's so important that you work on yourself and make yourself a strong person. Because if you're gonna be negative and you're gonna react on everything that is happening on media, it's gonna be really difficult to go through life. But if you work on yourself, work on your own mindset, and focus on your own life first, life is gonna be so much easier and so much happier, even if things are happening in the world. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about what's happening. You can always care, but limit yourself a little bit, because it's too much for one person to care about the whole world at once. And also I feel like I'm not really tempted to go on social media these days, mostly because when Instagram first came out, same thing with Facebook, it was to share your life, share nice pictures, and it was like a happy place, and I really like that because I like being creative. But nowadays I feel more stress, not only this year but in general past years. I feel more stressed opening up Instagram, for example, because I don't know, there's news everywhere, there's like bad things everywhere, and I don't see the point. Like, if I wanna see the bad news, I would just turn on the TV or something, or search on internet. But if I don't want to see it, why do I have to get it in my face? Is it not enough that we have it on the TV and radio already? I just feel like, can we have 1 or 2 apps that is just like for spreading creativity and happiness and positivity? Why do everything have to be so political and negative and dramatic? And I don't know, I just want a happy place. And I liked social media and Instagram because you can connect with people and you can be creative, and still I like it because of that. But I feel like it's a little bit too much of the bad things there nowadays. I would like to create an app that is not allowing any kind of bad news. And also I want to say that if you are one of those person that always reposting any kind of bad news that is happening, I'm gonna unfollow you. And again, this is not personal, but because I want to protect my own energy, I want to feel good, I want to feel happy when I open up the app. I don't want to feel any kind of stress. I want to focus on what I want to focus on, and I don't want to let anyone else decide how my day is going to be, if you know what I mean. And I also have bad days and days where I feel more negative or unmotivated, but also I try to limit myself those days when I feel worse. I allow myself to feel that way, because sometimes you just want to feel bad. Sometimes you just want to feel sad and angry, and allow yourself to do that because it's human. But again, limit yourself. Don't go a whole day being grumpy and unmotivated and angry. Limit yourself to an hour or something to feel that way, and then pick yourself up and do something about it. That is how I like to think, because life is too short to go around and be grumpy. Anyway, now my battery is dying, so I'm just going to go to a cafe and then I'm going back home. See you then. make sure to always end my day in a good and positive mood. So instead of reading the normal news, I check out the good news. And yes, there are websites that actually share the good things that are happening. The first one I really like and highly recommend you to check out is goodnewsnetwork.com. I will also link all the information in the description box. The other one I really like is positive.news. On both of these websites, you can read about things like positive updates of COVID-19, environmental progress, and basically everything that you read about as negative news on your social media. These websites highlight everything about the same topics, but that is actually going right. I also really want to recommend these two Instagram accounts. If you follow these, it will make your days so much better. I highly recommend that you switch from the normal news and make these your normal news instead. You will still be updated, but in a much better way. Reading these on a daily basis has really changed how I look at the world a lot. I'm so sorry that it's so dark in here. Our new home is not really photo and filming friendly because it's pretty much always dark in here. But now I'm going to get ready for bed. I will probably stay up for a while, but I still want to take off all my makeup and take a shower and everything. And meanwhile, I usually tend to put on some kind of affirmations or meditation music or binaural beats, something that is good for my energy. Not every day, but pretty often. Me and Noah, we like to listen to something like that when we are doing stuff around the house. So I'm going to put on some affirmations for success while I'm getting ready. By the way, what do you think about my brows? So I went for the microblading touch-up the other day, and oh my god, I'm so happy with the result once again. So I still haven't washed my face since having them done because I can't put water on them, so I have to wash my whole face except my brows. It's a little bit difficult, but that's why also they're a little bit darker and a little bit harsh at the moment. So when I have been washing them for a couple times, it's gonna be so perfect. And now I have face mask in my eyes, so I start to cry. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready for bed. Hey Google, play affirmations for success.
Okay, the YouTube music playlist called Affirmations for Success. Here you go.